Hey everybody, it's the Millennial Prepster here. I'm really happy to do this review. This is one I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've wanted to do this for a year, but I wanted to make sure that I've put this product through the ringer. So as you could probably tell by the title and thumbnail, I'm going to be doing a product review on the Eglu Rabbit Hutch. It is a rabbit hutch that's been designed and created by Omelette. It's a UK based company, and I'm really excited to do this review for you guys. I just want you guys to know, for starters, I'm not monetized. My channel's not monetized. Nobody asked me to do these reviews. I do them because it's important. And when I'm looking for products, I always like to go and look at the reviews. So I'm going to give you the best product review I can, and I'm going to show you, and I'm going to go through everything. So I hopefully that's what you're looking for. I understand when you're looking at products, especially if you're watching this video, it's probably because you're wanting some information. Because when you buy something, you're putting your time, money, and energy into it, and I don't take that lightly. So hope you guys like it. I'm gonna rate this using, like I do with pretty much everything else, is going to be category based. So the first category is going to be design. The second category is going to be durability. The third category is going to be price, and the fourth category is going to be the overall low maintenance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a numeric score or value out of 10. 10 being the greatest, 0 being the worst. And I'm going to give you a numeric overall value, and I'm going to explain to you why I arrived at that value. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Stay with me. So the first category we're going to go over is going to be design. So for design, I gave an overall score of 7 out of 10. To start with, I mean, the look of it overall is great. It has a great overall look. That was one of the main deciding factors, and well, actually the main reasons why I started looking into the Eglu Hutch systems. That's because they do look so nice. They are very pleasant to look at. They have a great look to them, and it's really important, especially for me where I was in a very urban environment, very urban setting. So it would not be uncommon for somebody to peek through your fence, or for a neighbor to, look over the fence to tell you something, talk to you, that kind of thing. So with that being said, I wanted it to look, and I didn't want it to be an eyesore. I wanted it to look like, oh, this person cares about his animals, versus, oh, this person's running some kind of rabbit operation. And so that was the big deciding factor in looking at these systems. They do have a good look to them. The next thing I really like about the design is the overall usability. I mean, whether you're a senior with ADA concerns or a young child, it's very easy to use. It's not complicated. There's no trickery involved in this system. It's very easy, and it's very, very simple, very common sense based. The next thing I like about it is overall size. I mean, with this system, you're getting a 6-foot rabbit run, which is absolutely outstanding, and you can easily expand it. They made it to where it's very user-friendly. If you wanted to expand it to make it bigger, you absolutely could. The next thing is they do come in different colors, and they come with many, many accessories, which is great. Everything from wheel kits to, like I mentioned earlier, the ability to expand. So they definitely have a lot of accessories for your rabbits. The next thing I like about it is this. It is truly, as advertised, designed for hot and cold climates. I use these in the wintertime, no problem. Didn't have any problems with the animals getting too cold. In the summertime, like it is right now, it's super hot out, and they're out there loving it just fine. So it is truly designed for hot and cold weather climates. Next thing I like about it is it can be used hand in hand with gardens. That's huge for me, because I wanted something that I would be able to use with my gardens. And this is great. I could take the trays out, and I can have the rabbits free raise, free roam. They can eat pasture, and they can fertilize the ground underneath them. So it really makes it go hand in hand with gardening. It's very light, even without the wheel kit. Grabbing it and dragging it to the next available pasture, super easy to do. It was also really easy build. As soon as I figured out how I was going to do it, it took me less than an hour to get the build done. So that's really good, and the instructions were pretty straightforward. Now, with all that being said, you're wondering, why is it only a 7 out of 10? Well, it's because of these two things. Number one, the shade cover that comes with the product was garbage. After a couple months, it had cracked and ripped, and it wasn't because an animal got to it. It's just because it wasn't meant for the inclement weather, essentially. The next one is the wire clips. These wire clips are what came with it. These are extremely weak. I mean, as you can see there, these are brand new. Like, these haven't even been put on the cage ever. And as you can see right there where the bend is, you know, it just looks weak and it feels weak, and these aren't going to work. I started to put the clips on. I still have a whole bag of them that I didn't use. So when I was putting this together, I instantly realized that these were not going to hold any kind of structural integrity. So, you know, I don't say this, you know, I don't say this shrewdly. This is garbage. 110% absolutely worthless. So I went ahead, as you can see from my videos, I went with zip ties. The zip ties are great. Once this system is secured and stabilized, it is it's outstanding, but it doesn't come that way out of the box. It comes with these, with the little omelet logo on it. And like I said, complete garbage. Honestly, don't even waste your time even taking them out of the package. So for that, it will hurt the overall score of the design. Like I said, the design is outstanding, except for those wire clips and, you know, quite frankly, a really weak shade cloth. So there you have it for design. The next category is durability. For durability, I gave it a 9 out of 10. The wire and hutch are made from very strong materials. The housing of the hutch is made from 100% recycled UV stabilized polypropylene. Very strong, very good. And then the run is a fully coated welded steel mesh. So, you know, the materials are really good and outstanding. It was built to withstand the temperatures and conditions. You know, I have no problem with the run. I have no problem with the hutch. They have, you know, they're able to withstand the elements very well, and they're able to withstand animal attacks. I had some hunting dogs kind of try to do a number on it. They were not able to get in. I have 100%. Once it's stabilized, you know, once it's zip tied in, I have 100% confidence in its ability to keep out wild animals. So for durability, having it tested, you know, no problem giving it a 9 out of 10.
Poor Jack, he lunged at the cage, and then DJ lunged back, and now he feels defeated.
For price, I gave it a score of 5 out of 10. The reason being is it is a very expensive startup cost. For the baseline hutch and run, you're talking about $439. And then if you were to add a common sense accessory, and I would call common sense accessory a wheel set, it's essentially 2 wheels that will connect to the bottom of the run. That's $64.95. So just with those 2 items together, you're talking about a cumulative price of over $500,000. And so that's a lot of money. I mean, I'm talking from a lower medium income, you know, situation, and I think that's way expensive. And then coupled by, you know, my expectation when I spend that much for a product, if I'm spending over $500,000 on a hutch system, my expectation is it comes out of the product, it comes out of the package ready to go. The product's ready to go. You can't do that with this build. I mean, like I said, I don't know if they fixed these clips over the last year and a half, but these are garbage. You cannot have a system that is ready to do anything, nothing that I would feel comfortable putting an animal in with this garbage. So, you know, price is going to take a heavy hit because it is expensive and it's not ready to go out of the package. It's very cheap. And not to mention the shade cloth, very cheap. And I'm going to mention this. This had nothing to do with the score that I gave it, but the system I bought came with, I just bought the hutch with the run. It came with the shade cloth. It came with water. It came with a food bowl, and it came with a hay holder. The water bottle came broken, which to me, like I said, I'm not even including that in the score because it was a small, barely 8-ounce water bottle. So that wasn't going to do really anything for me anyway. The food container, like I said, also garbage quality. But at the same time, my animals were going to be, raised on pasture. They're going to be free grazing. So that's non sequitur. And I don't need the hay holder because they're going to be on pasture. That was the main reason why I got this hutch. But the accessories that came with it were just absolute garbage. And then not to mention, out of the package, I did not feel comfortable with its ability to. I would not put any animal in that hutch if it was just stabilized with this. So for price, it's going to be hit pretty heavy on that. 5 out of 10. So the last category is overall low maintenance. I gave this a 9 out of 10. It's a very super easy system to clean. Literally all you got to do is take a hose to it. I mean, the doors open really easily. The trays slide out really easily. So if you are using some kind of hay or some kind of bedding, you can easily slide out the trays. You can spray it with a hose and it's good to go. What's stabilized, once the cage is all set up, it requires no maintenance that I've seen or had to do. Like I said, you can take a hose to the outside if you want to, take a hose to the inside, and that's really it. It's a very strong, durable, low maintenance system, and I've taken it, different places across the state. I've had it for a year, and I've put many litters of rabbits through it. So yeah, it definitely holds its weight in gold in regards to the maintenance of it and the durability of it.
That's what
Overall, it gets a score of 7.5 out of 10. Not a bad score. There are a lot of things I do like about it, but the biggest takeaways that I want to tell you as the person watching this, potential buyer here, is going to be these clips. These clips are garbage. The shade cloth on it's not going to last very long. It's garbage. And then, like I said earlier, the accessories that came with it, the water bottle, the food holder, and the hay holder, it's just garbage. It's not going to hold up. So keep those in mind. The biggest critique I have for the company is really, if I'm spending over $500 on your product, give me something that I can take out of the package, put together, and have confidence that I can put an animal in it. Because right now, I don't. If I were to see this cage with just these clips on it, I absolutely would not feel comfortable putting an animal in it at all. I just wouldn't do it. So, that's huge. If you were just to fix the clip issue, like, take these clips with your, take these worthless things with your name off of it, give me a package or 2 packages of zip ties, I'd easily give you an 8.5 out of 10. Easily, because the product is that good. It's that durable once it's stabilized. And if you were to, either put a little bit of money into those, those accessories, or switch them out with something else that was actually somewhat decent, it would get a 9 out of 10. There's no doubt. But, like I said, this is huge. The shade cloth, that's huge. So, those are really the big takeaways I have from it. Like I said, overall, the system is nice. Would I buy this system again? Absolutely. I just wouldn't have wasted the 20 minutes that I wasted fumbling with these things. I just would have went straight to the zip ties, in the beginning. So, like I said, overall, I'm a homesteader. I'm a prepper, so I can run with the punches, so to speak. I can do what I got to do. A tarp over it, easy fix. Zip ties, easy fix. But for the price, you're asking people to pay a pretty high price point for your system, and it looks like all the money that is put in the system went to the overall great design and durability, and it's low maintenance. So I definitely appreciate that. But like I said, the clips are huge. A simple 2-pack supply of a package of zip ties will pretty much get this thing going and doing everything you need it to. But like I said, overall, those are the considerations to look at. Another good thing I like about this Hutch system is just the sheer fact that you can use it for rabbits, and you can use it for other animals too, as you'll see in this next video. I also have chickens and ducks in it as well. So it's a great overall Hutch that has many different ancillary uses. So overall, I am happy with it, and I hope you guys like this review. Leave me a comment, send me a message, ask me a question, tell me what you think, and I hope you guys have a good one. As always, guys, long live the Republic.